3, 2, and 1.
Episode 7. It's here. Episode 6 went up. We were doing this on a Sunday. Honestly, worked out best for us.
We're doing this. Today's Monday.
It's Monday. We're doing this on Monday. We're supposed to do it on Sunday. We usually do Wednesdays, but we were busy. And then Sunday was hungover.
Jeez, Pete.
So Monday. We are doing this Monday.
Buddy couldn't hold his liquor.
And it works out better because more shit's gone down because it was kind of dull around Wednesday, Sunday.
Yeah.
Today, some stuff happened and overnight and stuff. Not much other than it's getting towards NFL season. More closer and closer.
The preseason has started.
A couple weeks left before the NFL starts. But the NBA, not much to talk about, so we're going to start with NBA. Number 1, All USA got it done against France, in France, home field advantage. And
it doesn't matter.
My glorious scrumptious Lord won, MVP of the Olympics. And then you could say, Curry had 2 final good games.
Oh, I did my research on Curry.
God forbid.
I did research on Curry.
Finally. Honestly, finally. A real poor start to his Olympic trials.
Yeah. Excluding the showcase games, the group play games, Curry averaged 7 points a game. On terrible shooting.
He shot really bad until these last 2 games. And even these last 2 games, he shot well, but it wasn't like
No, sure. If he doesn't score 36 against Serbia, do we win? I don't know. Probably not. But he was not the only reason why he won that.
I agree.
And then France, he just had a heat check at the end.
LeBron had a triple-double.
Exactly. Only USA player to do that, but
KD leads all USA in scoring now, all time.
Yeah. Now he's the Olympic GOAT. I guess he can have that title.
Sure. his first Olympics, he barely played.
That would have been in 2012, yeah.
I don't know if he played very often in that one. But also some season openers have been announced for the Lakers. They're playing the T-Wolves October 22nd.
That kind of surprised me. I didn't think we played Timberwolves.
I don't know if
But I'm glad we're at home.
I'm liking we're home. I don't know if I want to play that good of a team to start the season. But I would love to, a little softball Pistons or like a fucking give me the fucking Spurs or something. I don't know.
No, they can't do that.
They have to go big. They have to go home. Game 1 in LA.
It's how they make their money.
They're making the bread. It's the Wolves.
They were probably, I think they were the best defensive team last year.
They were. They didn't really do anything different. Their team's not much different either. Like it's kind of
it's really the same, other than
we have a very similar
rookies.
team. They have a very similar team. We both thought that both teams had a good draft. I thought with Dalton Connect and Terrence Shannon and Rob Dillingham. But other than that, they're pretty much the same teams. And the Wolves probably are regular season All-Americans. Anthony Edwards couldn't shoot in the playoffs, so he'll probably shoot 50%, 60% against us.
I did say the Timberwolves will be the first seed this next.
We made fun of the Timberwolves, so they'll probably win or something like that.
Yeah.
Gave him shit. They'll probably.
Yeah, after we called Anthony Edwards overrated, he'll probably go for 50.
Yeah. I hope.
Just for shits and gigs,
I hope JJ Redick coaches. He has very, very easy win here as long as he's better than Darvin.
As long as he's actively coaching and not just hands in the pocket, he's better than Darvin.
We'll see how the Lakers. Our players are warm. LeBron and AD just won the Olympics. Well,
Rudy Gobert honestly got exposed in the Olympics.
Still a couple months away, but it
was pretty bad.
I'm expecting them to keep their training going and
course.
be ready for the playoffs.
LeBron
will take his breather probably a little bit, but we'll be ready for the regular
season. Don't start him on a minute restriction. I don't care how old he is. We go until the wheels fall off.
He obviously doesn't need it. At practices for the Olympics, they said he was the hardest worker, and then he was the best player in the Olympics. I don't think he needs it. He's fine.
None of that surprised me either.
He shot so well all Olympics too. Like
he led the team in points, rebounds, assists, and field goal percentage, and steals.
Don't quote me, but I want to say he shot 60%.
He shot higher than 60%.
He shot every game. It was he missed a couple shots. It was 6 for 10, 6 for 9, 7 for 11, or something like that. He shot super well. Also, he wasn't shooting his threes like he did in the regular season, but he was going to the rim at ease. At ease. Looked like fucking a battering ram. No one could do anything. It didn't matter who
And
was
he's getting
there.
his well-appreciated glaze.
And he's 40. Like, it doesn't matter who was there, dude. It was just honestly amazing.
You know who doesn't have an Olympic MVP?
Jordan.
Yep.
You know who does?
Charles Barkley.
Old Chuck. Old fat Chuck.
That's crazy.
His best finals opponent ever. Chuck.
We let Chuck win the finals MVP over us?
Charles
Or
Barkley.
not finals MVP, Olympic MVP?
Chuck's his toughest finals opponent ever. Maybe Karl Malone.
It might be Malone over Barkley, personally, but
I don't know.
one's a rapist.
Fuck. It's true. I like Chuck. I like him because he's funny. He hates on my Lakers, so he can go fuck himself.
He does.
but
I mean, come on.
he's honestly.
You just hate on greatness.
How do you not win?
But he
the
blows
Olympics
Jordan.
MVP? How do you not win Olympics MVP? I saw a TikTok today.
He shot terrible, too.
Just because we have less to talk about, I'm bringing up this TikTok. You know Chilltown, the old dude on TikTok?
Yeah.
He said that Scottie Pippen in today's NBA would be a top 10 player and better than LeBron James. Right now, current day LeBron.
Huh?
I went so fast to the comments and said, LeBron in high school is double the player Pippen will ever be in any era. LeBron, come on, what are we doing? Pippen can't shoot.
Yeah.
Pippen can't shoot. He can pass. He can play defense.
He can facilitate above average. I'm not even going to say he can pass.
And he's a good playmaker, but he kind of had to be.
That's what I'm saying. There was no playmaker. Jordan, come on. He's not a playmaker.
He's the most selfish player
Dennis
of all time.
Rodman, he was just a hustler.
He was a playmaker, and like he couldn't really shoot, and he was a good defender in an era where they couldn't really shoot at all. So like
He also was a good defender in an era where hand checking was allowed, where you could just have your hand on their hip the whole entire time. Now that's illegal.
We knocked Jordan for it. We're knocking Pippen for it. You know, they didn't have to guard people 40 feet from the basket. They just didn't have to. And it's a way more.
People weren't shooting half courts.
Spacing's a thing nowadays. It's not just everybody stand in the paint and hope for the ball. There's spacing.
I don't
think he would.
A lot of the defensive formations that were allowed back then aren't allowed now.
Like
the 3-second violation, for example.
The triangle is hardly ran anymore.
Yeah,
that was their fucking bread and butter. No one runs the fucking.
That was Phil Jackson right there.
No one's running the triangle these days. Like, get the fuck out of here. I think he'd be a good player, but like, just
top 10 and better than
like LeBron. Currently, LeBron's a top 5 player, undoubtedly. I don't care if you're reading a list that says he's not at least a top 5 player. You're just wrong.
I saw a live on a TikTok where they ranked LeBron like 14th, and I was like,
14. Like, what the fuck are we doing? Like, if you want to say he's not in his prime has been since he was 20 years old.
I saw Jaylen Brown was ahead of him. I was like, come on.
Jaylen Brown didn't even make the Olympic team. I saw another thing that said
Derek White got the Olympic team over him.
The Celtics,
which I do think Jaylen Brown's better than Derek White. But
the Celtics are going to be in fucking shambles because Derek White got it over Jaylen Brown. Then they didn't play Tatum. Derek White played more than Tatum. Like that. Derek White played more than all NBA first team.
I know.
27, 10, and 6. Jason Tatum.
And the thing is, I've seen like people projecting the 2020 Olympic roster, and everyone's saying Tatum. I'm like, I don't know. He might not want to come back.
Yeah, fuck no, he's not going to come back.
Hot take. He won the championship. He's the cover of 2K.
All NBA.
And he got bitch minutes.
And he got DNPs all over the fucking game. Every game. He played in the fucking showcases and against the shitty teams.
Yeah, Steve Kerr must have a personal vendetta.
And his reasoning was just like, we had some lineups that we wanted to try out. Like, it's just, dude, come on,
it's just lineup issues, you know.
You can't.
We thought we had a better lineup.
You can't tell me that he didn't. There was nowhere he could play.
I mean, there's a difference between him not starting, because I get it. He's a forward, and like LeBron and KD are obviously better than Tatum.
It makes sense that he wouldn't maybe start just because they'd have to run a super big lineup.
But like, D-Book getting minutes over him like all the time, and Edwards. Like, look, Derek White. I mean, I know Derek White's a guard, but like,
Drew Holiday fucking was starting.
Oh yeah,
some of these games, like he was.
Drew Holiday, I think he started in the. No, he didn't start.
He was.
He didn't start in the
serious minutes
on the gold medal
like,
game.
Drew Holiday's a really good defender, so like I get that. But Tatum's a good defender too. Like he's up there for one of the best in this position. Like he's not like he's a bad defender. He's He's above average defender. He's probably an A- defender all day. Like honestly, he's foul.
It's just so funny, the memes.
He's getting.
When he's asking like Steve Kerr for like, hey, can I get minutes? Go get LeBron some water.
He gets clowned on for his ring. Like this guy can't succeed, and I like him too. I like him as a player. He just can't. He can't succeed.
Help me!
It's bullshit.
I
And then
can't fucking compete.
maybe they'll be happy about this. They get to raise the banner against the Knicks. That'll be fun. Because
Yeah.
I hate the Knicks, and it'll be awesome to see Jalen Brunson means just it's just gonna be me. Like I mean, I can
Pulling
see the
a
clips
Monroe.
now. I can see the clips now where it's like Jalen Brunson watching the banner go up, and then when they're sitting with a decent record, fucking the edits.
He remembered this shit.
He remembered this shit. Look at Jalen Brunson. God, can't guard anybody. It's gonna be, but like
He's gonna remember this shit.
they'll get their things. They'll get their shit. NBA, like we said, very dead right now. Super dead.
Very dull.
We'll get into more. Like even the summer league's done now. Olympics is done. These next couple weeks are gonna be rough to make content about for NBA, but
Yeah.
we'll figure it out. We'll get there. We'll do some rankings and shit. But that being said, we're heading down to the NFL Hall of Fame class.
It's a pretty stacked Hall of Fame class.
It is.
Which, I mean, I guess every year it's a stacked Hall of Fame class.
But like, I think it's stacked for like
our generation. Yeah.
These are players that two Falcons, Devin Hester and Dwight Freeney.
That's crazy.
I'm claiming that.
That's crazy. You're claiming them as Falcons.
I'm claiming Devin Hester
Okay.
because he broke the return record on the Falcons. Dwight Freeney.
I'm claiming Terrell Owens.
Dwight Freeney. I don't know. He really was the end of his career.
That was.
But Devin Hester had some quality games, quality year with the Falcons. He had broke the record for return TDs.
You know, he's the first kick returner to get in, which could open up the door for someone like another Falcon, Cordell Patterson.
He could get in. Cordero has the most kick return touchdowns, I think, ever.
Yeah.
Devin has the most total
Returns in general.
and I think Dion has the most punt returns.
Uh-huh.
But Dion
Well, Dion got in because he's the best corner ever.
He's also the best corner ever. But like, he's the first pure returner to really get in, and he's got iconic touchdown in the Super Bowl. Big
Maybe
return.
Josh Cribbs. I don't know. I doubt it.
Josh Cribbs is deep. I don't know. He was on the Browns too, so like poverty.
I was just naming people that Devin Hester said in his Hall of Fame speech.
I'll start with the guys that are less known. We have Steve McMichael. He was on the '85 Bears. He had a very solid career. I don't know him very well. I wasn't born yet. I wasn't quite there.
I'm not familiar with the game.
He's not the first name that comes to mind when I think of '85 Bears. And then Randy Gardisher. He was a Broncos linebacker.
I couldn't tell you.
Two-time All-Pro.
Good for him.
Good for them. Oldies, not our style. But Devin Hester, Dwight Freeney, Julius Peppers.
Yeah.
One of the best edge rushers ever.
Yeah, sure
Slept
is.
on, honestly. Really slept on.
He really is.
No one's ever bringing up Julius Peppers.
Like, honestly, like when I saw like his stats, how many sacks he had, I was like,
he had a
I was kind of shocked.
And he had really two good careers. He was good with the Panthers, and then he was pretty good for the Bears.
Yeah.
Did he go to Green Bay, too?
I don't know, man. I feel like a lot of Bears in Green Bay. I feel like
And then he went back to the
There's a lot
Panthers,
of-
I'm pretty sure, too, at the very end.
I want to say he did that as well.
I think he might have been in Green Bay, too. I can't remember. One of the best receivers of our generation, Andre Johnson. Really the first legend for the Texans. Because he came in right as they team builded in. Right as they hit their team builder button.
Team builder.
He was their best player, pretty much off rip. He's a really good, honestly underrated too, purely off his success. I mean, those teams. He had Matt Schaub. Matt Schaub looked like a fucking demon throwing to him.
You know, the early 2010s Texans are only known for one thing. That's beat my Bengals in the playoffs. That's about all the success they had.
Former Colt Andre Johnson.
True.
He
Did play for the Colts.
the
And I want to say he played for the Titans too.
He was kind of like Kroger Megatron, kind of.
Yeah.
Like off-brand Megatron almost.
Hey, Kroger has some nice stuff too.
Kroger has great stuff. I love Kroger, but Walmart's better. Walmart's obviously superior.
It sure is.
But Kroger's like, he was a very good receiver. He's just Andre Johnson.
He's Hall of Famer.
Hall of Famer and one of the best of our generation.
Calvin Johnson, you could argue, is the best ever.
And then one of the best linebackers ever, Patrick Willis.
You know, Mike Evans has more career receiving yards than Megatron.
That makes sense. Megatron retired early,
I know, but still,
and he's had 1,000 yards for fucking double-digit years now.
I know. Makes you wonder Mike Evans is underrated. But anyways, Patrick Willis, great linebacker.
One of the best linebackers ever. Probably top 5, unarguably, with Lewis, Urlacher.
You know, 49ers had some good linebackers.
They've had some just good defenders in general, man. Just
They had Fred Warner now. They had Patrick Willis,
studs.
Navarro Bowman.
I love Drake Greenlaw too. Injured.
He's
love
not
Drake
dead.
Greenlaw.
Wish
He's
for good
such a-
recovery.
He's a stud.
He's not dead.
But Patrick Willis was like, I think he only played like 9
I want to say he
seasons?
retired early too.
9 seasons, and I want to say he was an All-Pro, like 8 of them, 7 of them. Like he was
Kind of
so
like
fucking
an
good.
Aaron Donald type shit.
Yeah, he was pretty fucking good.
He was an All-Pro till the day he fucking retired.
Calvin retired early. So did Patrick. I feel like they retired similar times too. I want to say.
Yeah, I want to say Patrick probably retired a couple years after they lost Super Bowl.
Yeah, and Calvin retired in 2015.
16.
Yeah, because he was on the cover of 13.
Yep.
He had like some. He had his last 2 seasons. I want to say were not great, but like he was also injured.
Well, I think Stafford. That's when Stafford really started going downhill in terms of injuries wise.
And and then Calvin also got injured a bunch too, with his ankles and shit.
Just didn't mentally love the game anymore.
Yeah, he got in the Hall of Fame last year, right? Pretty sure.
He was either
Calvin?
last year or the year before.
But he's also Hall of Famer. But that's a good class. It's
Especially
gonna be
for our generation, a
it's
lot
gonna
of
be
known
weird
names.
starting to see a lot of names that we saw play go into the NFL Hall of Fame now.
Means we're
And
getting old.
Last year too was a lot of names, but we weren't really doing a podcast then. But
Ken Riley.
a lot of good guys, and then NFL Week 1 preseason standouts. You know, I went through every game, looked at some stats in the games that I watched. Starting with the Patriots quarterbacks, Joe
Milton looks pretty
played
good.
played well. You know, Drake May didn't play much, but he was efficient, 2 for 3, I think. And then Zappy also was like
2 for 3.
Zappy also went like 14 for 20. I think they won too, so it was a good game for them. Penix, I'll take it. 9 for 16, 100 yards. Led a couple scoring drives. We'll see when I don't know when he'll be a preseason All-American for the next couple years, but like I don't know when he's gonna play. But he also played well. Jalen Wright cooked the right team. Jalen Wright looks like a fucking stud.
Yeah.
When is he gonna play?
He's not going to play.
They got Mostert, A-Chain, and then him. Maybe Mostert next year when he leaves. If they probably won't resign him if they have A-Chain and this guy, Jalen Wright. He played well against my Falcons. Fucking Falcons backup D line interior is a fucking joke. The starters are kind of a joke. So the offensive
Well, you
line-
better hope you guys stay healthy.
Hassan Reddick, come over. I'd love to have you.
He requested a trade.
Come over. We'll pay you. I'll pay you.
Okay, he doesn't fix your interior line.
I need edge rushers. A bigger problem. Edge rushers even bigger problem. At least we got David Onyemata and Grady Jarrett. It's a good interior, but Grady tore his ACL last year.
He's
and
getting older too.
he's on the wrong side of 30, and David Onyemata is honestly on the wrong side of 30 at this point. Like,
I think he's what, 31?
yeah, he
32
played in
maybe?
Canada for like 5 years before he got to the NFL. Like he was fucking honestly from the gutter. Good shit, David Onyemata.
From the gutter.
And then if we bring on, I mean, it'll be dubbed. We are. Someone requested a trade. Did we talk about that yet?
I just mentioned it.
Someone requested a trade. Justin Simmons visiting the Falcons. I don't want to toot a horn. Jesse Bates is the best safety in the league, undoubtedly. At this point, if they sign Justin Simmons, I'm trying to think of like on paper a better duo all time other than like the Seahawks.
Well, they got to play some games first.
Earl
Brother.
Thomas. I agree, but like on paper, to the 2 all-pro caliber safeties like that's not often you see that.
It's not.
And you could say safeties aren't the most valuable position. And if we paid another safety, that'd be fucking insane. But like if it's a 1-year deal, just to fucking
It's gonna be a 1-year deal because
I'd hope
he
it was a
hasn't been
1-year deal.
signed yet. Which like is kind of like, why has he not been signed yet?
Surely the Falcons wouldn't give him a multi-year deal.
Yeah. He also visited the Saints, so I'm assuming that's not gonna go.
I mean, they
'cause
could. They also have Tyrann Mathieu and
the Tyrann Mathieu is kind of slowing down, low key.
yeah.
I feel like he's kind
I
of.
think they extended him though. I want to say they extended Tyrann Mathieu.
I don't know how. They talk about
But-
talk about salary cap hell. The Saints are in that.
Oh yeah, that's why probably he didn't go over there because they probably just threw him a fucking 1-year, $3.5
They
million
probably
deal.
threw him a fucking vet man.
Yeah, he got like a shitty deal.
You can play for a penny on the
Falcons
dollar
can
here.
the Falcons can give him what he probably wants, like
I'd say probably
closer
1
to
year.
10.
Yeah.
Like if it's like an 8 to like 11-year deal, $11 million deal, like I could see that. And then also Juju got cut. I mentioned Juju in a trade package, so I guess that's not gonna happen. Juju.
He's not. He can
I
get
would,
picked up for free.
honestly.
Well,
I don't
not
want
for
to
free,
say
but-
that my team should go after everybody, but like we just lost Rondale Moore, need a slot guy. If Juju wants a place to play football, you can come to Atlanta.
Hey, that wide receiver 3 for the Bengals
There you go.
needs to be filled. I wouldn't hate it as long as you don't do your dumbass TikToks. Actually, I think he's done with those.
I
Actually,
think he's done after his
ever since we let him
career
the fuck up.
career collapse he's had. Honestly, was seen as one of the best young players in the league.
Don't want to toot my horn. I think after that Von Bell play, that's what kind of let him downhill.
I want to say the year that they were like 11-0, he wasn't even playing well either. It was like Chase Claypool, wasn't it? Like had like 10 touchdowns.
Well, Claypool had he had that one game against the Eagles. He had 4. So like
But
half
he
his
had-
touchdowns were in one game.
Also, dude, these Steelers receivers, man. Oh my god, Claypool's like, is he even rostered?
He was with the Dolphins
I
last
don't know
year.
if he's even on that team anymore. And then
It wasn't
you
a
got
multi-year deal.
Juju. Well, he got traded, I think, right?
Claypool
Traded
did,
the Bears and then traded the Dolphins, or was he cut?
The Bears traded Claypool. No. The Steelers traded Claypool to the
Yeah.
Bears. The Bears gave up the 33rd pick in the draft, or technically the 32nd, because that was the year the Dolphins forfeited their first round pick. That's turned into Joey Porter.
Yeah.
Good shit for the Steelers, man. They fucking.
Juju goes to the Chiefs, wins the Super Bowl.
But he didn't even have that good of a year either.
He
He did
Honestly,
decent by default.
Game-winning pass interference on the Super Bowl.
He sure did.
Good shit.
He sold that
Way to
shit.
sell that. And then he goes to the Patriots, signs a 3-year, 33,
30,
11 mil a year.
Yeah, it was the same deal as Jacob Myers.
And then he's cut a year later. So we'll see what's next for Juju. Back to the preseason. After that, I have your boy Jaden Daniels. He looked good. He led a scoring drive on the ground. He ran one in. And, I mean,
It was a
Commanders.
dot.
We'll see. We'll see what he can do. He played well. Jets, Braylon Allen looked really fucking good for the Jets. He's a fucking bruiser. he's a giant running back. I mean, we'll see how much he plays. Behind the next coming of Jesus, Brees Hall. I mean, oh my god, dude, he's so good.
You're so good, dude.
It's Caleb Williams had a throw on the run that was cool.
The Cole Kmet, yeah.
Yeah,
He also had the nice little
scoring
screen to
drives.
DeAndre Swift, just kind of cool way through it. I mean, just a screen pass, but
Oh yeah, DeAndre Swift's wearing 4.
yeah.
I don't like it. I don't like it. Looks
I'm not
kinda
the
weird.
biggest fan of the whole number switch. I liked the
solo
traditional
numbers.
before.
I just don't like when someone who never wears a number 4 is all of a sudden is wearing a single digit 4. Like, I don't think he wore 4 at Georgia. I think he wore 8.
I don't remember.
I want to say he wore 8 at Georgia, but like, okay, Caleb played well. They won their, and he played in the He didn't play in the Hall of Fame game, but
No.
they won the Hall of Fame game technically
It's technicality.
because they didn't finish the game, and then they
Got postponed due to inclement weather.
he looked, but Caleb showed what he was. But and also in the game, I was watching it at Chandler's. It's a place in Harrison, like a bar food place. The Bills' offense looked. The starters only played for a couple drives. Looked terrible.
Really?
It was like dull. Like they couldn't. Like it didn't look like anything was getting going.
Well, you know, they could just be finding their stride.
But they looked. I noted that, and Josh Allen played like I want to say 2 or 3 drives. I was surprised how much he played. I was like, surely he's not even going to play in this game. Then he played a couple drives. I was like, this offense looks terrible.
Well, you know, he's got to get in sync with his new receiving core.
Yeah,
He doesn't have Diggs over there anymore. He's got Khalil Shakir.
I don't even think. I don't
And
know.
Keon.
I get less and I get lower and lower on Diggs as the days go by. Just I'm falling into TikTok slander, dude. JJ McCarthy, I think he had 152 touchdowns and a pick or something like that. I mean, that's good for a rookie quarterback in his first ever preseason game.
You want to know a QB who stand out, not in the good way? Stetson Bennett.
Desmond Ritter. I have on here. Stetson Bennett played god awful.
He threw 4 picks.
Then throws a crazy game winner on the
Yeah,
run across
that was actually a crazy throw. If he didn't do, that might have been like, geez,
He played the whole game. There was no other quarterback. He played the entire game. He threw 4 interceptions, over the middle, bad picks, like terrible interceptions.
Yeah, I did see that.
And then on the run, crossbody sidearm through defenders for the win is a nuts.
It fucking reminded me of the scene in All American where fucking JJ Parker fucking sidearm that shit.
It was
like,
a fucking
come
insane
on.
throw. And it looks like effortless. And then he just throws 4 interceptions over the middle. Like, that's just what I mean. He won at Georgia. Whatever, I guess that's what he does. He wins.
he wins preseason games.
Good for him.
Woo! He's not beating out Stafford.
Edge rusher Dallas Turner had a sack in his debut,
Did.
preseason debut.
Could have been a Bengal.
Good for Dallas Turner. Could have been a Falcon. Wouldn't have minded it.
Sure, could have been.
I wanted Leatu Latu more, but Dallas Turner would have been a fine consolation prize. Now we get a quarterback who's going to be a preseason All-American for a couple of years. I shouted out Carson Steele for finding the end zone for the Chiefs. Ball State Cardinal legend, led the nation in rushing yards. Transfers.
Number 1 in the nation.
Doesn't get drafted. I don't think he got drafted, but then he signs with the
He
Chiefs.
was an undrafted free agent.
Could find himself in a Super Bowl window with the Chiefs here.
He sure could.
And imagine he gets a ring. It'd be crazy, honestly. Oh, it'd be awesome for him. But he's a Ball State player. Got in the end zone in the preseason. Look at him.
You don't see that very often.
I got your boy Burrow down for leading a touchdown drive.
Sure did.
To
T. Higgins.
To your problem child T. Higgins. He's a crybaby. He wants his money.
Well, of course he does.
You guys had
He deserves his money.
That's a good sign, you know. Maybe Burrow did it. Maybe Burrow did it on purpose, you know, just get him happy for the regular season.
Well, Jamar didn't play.
Okay, his butt buddy didn't play.
Okay,
but you guys? I think you guys lost that, right?
we did.
To the Buccaneers. I mean, what are you gonna do?
Jermaine Burton played well too.
Logan Woodside, former Falcon, played pretty well for you. Honestly,
He threw an absolute dot.
he played pretty well. He
Threw up
played
to Jermaine Burton
dog shit for me.
in the clutch, and he went and got it. You know, I know it's against bums, but
Yeah,
it's,
Jermaine Burton had a
it's
touchdown.
what I like to see.
Jermaine Burton could have a decent role for your team too.
We could.
We'll see.
From what I've seen so far, I think that number 3 is going to be from Yoshi Boss.
I think
That's
so,
the
too.
vibe I'm getting.
That was the vibe from last year. It felt like he was the best of the after the 3. It felt like he was better than Trent Irwin and fucking whoever else was over there. Maybe no, you might not even know who this is. Chance Campbell. He had
No.
a 5-tackle, 1 sack, 1 pick day for the Titans.
Hey,
And
good for you.
I only wrote him down because
That's a good stat one.
I mean, who's gonna play for the Titans at linebacker? Didn't they lose Aziz? I want to say they lost Aziz. Al-Shahir.
Yeah, he went to the Texans.
And so they don't really have a middle linebacker anymore. I mean, we'll see. He could play. Maybe he'll earn himself a spot.
You know, that's a good start.
Rattler played well for the Saints. And A.T. Perry, I wanted him as a Falcon. I said it on draft night. And then he looks like he's going to have a serious role with the Saints. I mean, Michael Thomas is gone. So he could have a serious role. And I wrote down that Ritter was outplayed by the 3rd stringer. Thank you. Please get cut. I hope to God you get cut. Because you ruined my season. And the final thing here is really the Broncos game.
Bo Nix.
Bo Nix had a day. Zach Wilson, low-key, had a day, too. He didn't play bad. No picks. Efficient. He looked comfortable. Looked like he didn't have
Everyone's calling Bo Nix
giant
Drew
window.
Brees 2.0 now. I'm like, jeez, Pete, come on.
He also fumbled his very first snap of the game.
Let's fucking relax.
And he locked in, and they beat the shit out of I think it was the
Colts.
Yeah. They scored like 6 points. 33-6, something like that.
I don't think the Rich didn't play much, but from what I saw, he did not look very good.
I think he only had
He looked
one
like
drive.
he's throwing a lot of risky passes.
Yeah. I mean, that was his thing, though. Like, he's a runner, and he needs to work on his decision-making. He was raw. But he played well in his NFL games this season, so maybe we'll see how he plays. Dan Orlovsky is very high on him. Says he's the fucking
Yeah.
it factor of the season.
We shouldn't say much about Dan Orlovsky, though.
I don't even want to give him the light. He's I don't like him. You ran out of the back of the end zone, Dan Orlovsky. That's your career highlight. Fact. And my last one was a guy who I like, Trey Lance. I still don't know why he's been blackballed from the league at this point. He literally hasn't even played. He fucking played the entire damn game for the Cowboys, damn near 40 attempts. Like they lost,
Pete.
but like he was just slinging the
40
fucking ball.
attempts is crazy in
Like,
a preseason game.
it's just at this point, I just feel bad for him. Like 4th overall pick.
That's just-
Was he 3rd overall pick?
He was
third.
third, yeah.
He
Because
was right
Pitts was
before
4th.
Pitts. 3rd overall pick.
They traded 3 first-round picks to get him.
His rookie year.
It was
He-
draft day-esque,
His rookie year, he had like flashes where he came in for Jimmy and like
like a read option
wheeled
type
out Wildcat and like had some passes. Looks fine. Second year, loses to the Bears in a fucking tsunami game. Monsoon.
shit. It was a fucking water
Then
park.
breaks his ankle, and old Big Cock Brock, just the greatest thing since sliced bread, comes out, and it's just throwing digs and slants. Like, it's the fucking... And then the next year, really never gets a chance again because Brock had a
Sam
good rookie
Darnold
year.
fucking took over QB2.
Like, it was just... He got traded. So it's just fucking, honestly, an awful situation. Feel bad for the kid. Wish he had a chance. And
It's just...
looking around the league, where could he realistically play at this point? Like New Orleans?
There's not many teams that really need a
The
quarterback.
Saints kind of have rattlers. Like, why would they even try to do that with Trey Lance? Like, there's not many teams.
Maybe
that,
the Steelers. The Steelers are big on giving
they got
second
fucking
chances for
3
quarterbacks.
2 quarterbacks are there too. Like,
I know, but
he's
they're
just-
both only there for a
he's
year.
fucking blackballed. Like, he's fucked.
Trey Lance is going to be a free agent next year.
I don't even know where could he even sign. We'll see if someone like who's old plays bad. Maybe someone takes a step back. Maybe it's Kirk. Please don't. We have Penix still.
Well, you guys... yeah, exactly. You still have Penix.
Maybe it's
Which I think they're the
Rodgers.
same
Maybe
age.
it's Aaron. Maybe it's
Could be.
Stafford.
Could be the
We'll
Jets.
see.
They need to scram a QB for their struggling O-line.
That's just week 1 of the preseason. By the next episode, we should have week 2 starting, and then we are starting to go to college too.
Yep.
I think I'm
That
leaning
happens this
towards.
Saturday.
I think I'm leaning towards the Zoom podcast.
I might have to do that.
Throwback. I mean, it's easy too. It's really easy to edit, and we have those mics still, so like we can.
I think I got to find my cord to plug into my computer.
Break them back out. You know.
Yeah, we're having random roommates the first 2 weeks.
There's a whole deal at school. Housing got glitched up. We're not roommates for the first 2 weeks, and then we can apply.
Hopefully, it's just the first 2 weeks.
Then we can apply for room changes. Hopefully, our roommates are chill about it and just want to do an even swap because we are in the same dorm. Thank God.
Yeah.
We'll see. And then we're down to our quarterbacks.
Top 10 quarterbacks.
Top 10 quarterbacks. I have some honorables.
I have one honorable.
I have 5 honorables. Just gonna fire them
5 honorables. All right.
I got Deshaun Watson, honorable mention. I'm still a believer.
Oh, okay.
I have the goofball, Jared Goff.
The goofball, Jared
have
Goff.
Tua,
Okay.
Kirk, and Dak.
Dak.
Fuck Dak. They're
Okay.
honorables. They're in that 10 to 15 range.
I will say all the QBs you listed, other than Dak,
Left off.
Yeah.
So I have. I don't really fuck with Dak.
My
I really
honorable.
don't. You think about it.
I don't either, but like he did just have an
I
all-pro
agree,
season.
I agree. Think about it though. Since Dak has been in the league, he has had an incredible offensive line every single season.
Yep.
He's had incredible weapons every single season. Whether it was Amari Cooper, now it's CeeDee Lamb and Michael Gallup and all those. They had all these.
Michael
side
Gallup
weapons.
used to be good, actually.
Brandon Cooks is there now. He's still good.
Dalton Schultz.
He's had great weapons his entire career, but when he gets to the playoffs, he sucks donkey dicks. He's terrible, and I don't like him. I don't think he's very good. He can be he's a regular season All-American. Go crazy.
That's what he is.
Go crazy in the regular season. I left Kirk off because AC or towards Achilles.
I have Kirk Cousins at 11 / honorable mention.
I like Kirk, but I like these other 10 guys. And then Goof, he's in the same kind of thing as Kirk. Tua, Goof, and Kirk are always like very similar to me.
Yeah.
But Deshaun I left off just because he hasn't fucking at this point. It's been what 2-3 years since he's really been at the Texans with that good Texans form, you know.
He's shown like little flashes,
and he's still
from time to time.
Yeah, he needs to get healthy. He needs to get out of his own head. And I think at this point, all of his allegations are past him. So we'll just have to see. We'll see. They have DTR, who also didn't have a bad preseason game. But
I think he's still guilty.
Who's your 10?
My number 10 is Kyler Murray.
Holy shit, same. I love Kyler.
I think we need to give him some respect.
I like Kyler a lot.
This past 2 years for Kyler's kind of sucked ass because he had the ACL injury, not last year, but the year prior, and it was towards the end of the second to last year.
So he got back like week 8.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So he missed all last year. The Cardinals.
I want to say they were already like 1-7.
Yeah, the Cardinals sucked ass, so he was already going to a shitty situation. But we forget what Kyler Murray did a couple years ago. He was an MVP candidate.
Yep.
Pulled like a Russell Wilson for 2 straight years. Was the number 1 undoubtedly MVP for the first half of the season and the second half of the season. Not so much.
And he, like, even last year, like, he wasn't bad. He was throwing to fucking 7-Eleven workers all season. Like,
yeah,
his
Michael
best
Wilson,
receiver was Michael Wilson. Trey McBride, I kind of like their situation over there. They got their offensive line. They drafted Paris Johnson. They're working on the O-line. And then they brought in Marv, who's like a number 1 on almost majority of the teams in the NFL that have a dominant receiver. And Michael Wilson's a very good number 2, I think. He's a solid number 2 with potential. Then they have Greg Dortch.
I did say, he was a guy I was looking forward to this year.
Greg Dortch in the slot. We'll see how he plays. He's small and shifty.
I've seen a lot of people hyping him up on TikTok.
I'm a big fan of Trey McBride, too. I had him in fantasy last year.
He's a solid tight end.
He's a really good tight end, I think. And their defense, led by Gannon, looked very good with very shitty players last year.
They competed with a lot of good teams.
Almost like the Vikings.
I want to say they almost beat the Eagles, like before the Eagles went
They
on
gave
that
me
shitty
Vikings
slump.
vibes. Like, they had very low expectations. And then
well, the Vikings have a little bit better players, so.
They do for sure. And kind of almost like...
Actually, maybe not now.
Not now.
They lost Daniil Hunter, Harrison Smith. We don't know how much longer he's got. He's kind of an underrated career, low key.
Harrison Smith.
I saw a TikTok. Him and Troy Polamalu's stats wise, very similar. And Troy Polamalu's like almost like considered like you could arguably he's the best safety ever.
Me, Ed Reed.
I did as well. Fuck you, Troy.
I also have Kyler at 10. My 9 is Jalen Hurts.
Ooh, okay.
Who do you have at 9? Did you leave Jalen off?
No, Jalen's on there.
Oh.
I'm just saying that seems a little low. Or high.
I went Jalen. He played like shit.
I honestly don't hate that. He is a little overrated.
Played like shit last year. Really? And I still have
And now
bias.
they banned the number one play.
I have bias because of his Super Bowl performance 2 years ago, or last year. 2 years ago?
It was 2 years ago.
It was the second Super Bowl. Not this past Super Bowl, going for that. He fucking played ridiculous that game, and
he was the best
making
player.
every throw. And Mahomes didn't play bad, but he also had a lot of short fields. But Hurts was, other than that one fumble pitch thing, whatever the fuck it was.
It was almost like he just didn't get the snap fully,
or
whatever. I don't know.
He was perfect. Other than that, and the throws he was making were ridiculous. Really stepped up in the moment. And then last year they got fucking dog walked by the Buccaneers.
Last year, you saw that same Jalen Hurts throughout the first 10 weeks, and then the last 2 months of their season was just
and that was blamed on play calling and offense, and you could say that the coach in the hot seat now too, Nick Sirianni's.
Though they did lose their 2 coordinators,
They're
Shane Steichen and Jonathan Gannon.
So they both look to have good coaching abilities.
That's what I'm saying.
So Nick Sirianni,
maybe
industry plan.
That's what I'm saying.
We'll see how he plays. I think who's over there now? Head offense coordinator.
Oh, it's somebody I know.
Yeah, it's somebody known.
Gosh damn it!
I can't remember.
Is Matt Patricia their DC?
Kellen Moore there?
Maybe.
Can't remember. Kellen Moore's somewhere. He's moving every season at this point.
Kellen Moore is the offense coordinator. Vic Fangio is their defense coordinator.
Kellen Moore.
Matt Patricia is their interim DC last year.
Kellen Moore had the Cowboys thing, and he's the next head coach, and then he left, and then he went to the Chargers, and it was the year they were bad. And
it was last year.
Up. And then
my number 9 is Trevor Lawrence.
I left him off the list.
I thought about it, but I was like, the potential's there.
I see it,
and the thing is, Trevor Lawrence had to they were damn near number 1 in the conference, which I know they kind of had the easier schedule.
Well, they were 8-3.
They were 8-3.
8-3,
and then they played my Bengals, and that's where it went down.
Missed the playoffs. 8-3, missed the playoffs.
Well, Trevor Lawrence, I'm going to play devil's advocate for him. He did have that ankle injury, and it kind of seemed like he just wasn't the same after that game. And it kind of seemed like he almost came back too early to try and will his team in the playoffs. And I will agree, losing to the fucking Titans last year to miss playoffs is fucking nuts.
Yeah. Yeah. I left him off the list purely because at this point I thought last year they had good weapons. I think he did. ETN blew up. Calvin, I'm a big fan of Calvin Ridley. And they also had
Christian Kirk. And Evan Ingram.
Who were both really good the year prior to Calvin Ridley getting there.
And Christian Kirk also got injured too.
And sure, but dude was really bad in the Chargers game in the playoffs. They really lost that game.
Yeah.
They came back and win, but that game should have been blown out.
Yeah, that was a really shitty first half through 4 picks.
4 picks in the first half.
Way to make up for it, though.
Come back and win, and then next season they're 8-3, and he's a fucking disaster.
Yeah. He's got my boy Brian Thomas there too now, so.
I've heard he's struggling in camp.
Damn it.
Did you see that?
No.
I saw he could be struggling a little bit with NFL receiver or corners. We'll see.
Well, he wasn't the best one having.
I mean, and Trevor just lost Calvin Ridley and replaced him with Gabe Davis. I'm not a big fan of Gabe Davis.
Yeah, their weapons definitely have.
Brian Thomas comes in. We'll see. I think their weapons got.
I've seen Malik Neighbor's been a dog. I saw he got hurt too. I was like, fuck.
Who do you have? You had Trevor Lawrence 9. My 8 is C.J. Stroud.
My 8 stack.
I have Stroud at 8.
I have Stroud at 7.
I think he's just going to do better this year with more weapons, better team, offensive line. Everything's got better. Nothing got worse around him. So we'll just if it's worse, it's his fault. So and I believe in his talent.
We need to calm down with him being top 5 already. Let's chill.
Top 5, no.
Chill the fuck
out.
Top
5, no.
Don't be wrong. He had a very impressive season. He made Nico Collins a fucking all-pro. I think Nico Collins a little overrated.
I think he's not even. He's overrated, but they're saying he's the number 1 right now.
No,
in camp.
No,
I don't know, dude.
No,
is Diggs gonna have the Julio treatment where he gets traded and he just falls off cliffs?
Diggs taking a back seat? No, not with his attitude. He'll get pissed off at week 2 and throw him the fucking ball. Yeah. We'll win.
And take no connections back. They tweeted everywhere.
I saw them preseason.
1 catch, 35-yard touchdown.
They got my boy Joe Mixon too. And Dalton Schultz.
But I've started.
They got a lot of fucking weapons over there. Jesus.
I understand Dak could be in the list. I really do. I just don't. I'm not a believer.
I don't like Dak either, but he's second team All Pro.
I don't think
I got to give him
ever
some
win a Super Bowl. ever.
I sure hope not. Cowboys
Ever.
fans are fucking annoying. I know Bengals fans are too,
And
but
they should
son
be
of a
they
bitch.
should be in the running for it. Like you can't keep losing, bro. Like,
how do you have like the
at
best?
some point, losing has to matter.
How do you? What is that from? It's like a movie where that's like a quote from it.
Losing has to matter.
Yeah,
I can't remember, but that does. It's a fact.
it does matter. Yeah,
You can't just lose every year and then just say like, "Well, could have been."
like the Cowboys have arguably had the best roster in the NFL the past like 3 to 4 years.
Their defense is like
Well,
ridiculous.
they did lose Trayvon Diggs last year, so I mean that could be an issue. But
But
getting
they lost
your
him- they
ass
lost him early, though.
smacked
They
by
lost
the
him.
Packers.
Trayvon Diggs. I don't think Trayvon Diggs played at all last year.
No, he got hurt week 2.
And then their defense was number 1 all season, and then they lose to the Packers and fucking Romeo Dubs, and they were seen as like, how the hell? But Jordan Love had a good year, but like they were like, okay, first round exit. How did this team make the playoffs? Kind of thing. And then they beat the fuck out of you.
And
like,
now the
bad.
Packers are. I still don't understand the Packers hype.
I like Jordan Love, but like I don't think the Packers are going to be nearly as good as they're saying. Either.
They got fucking hot at the right time. That's just my take on it.
We'll see. I don't even know.
Which I guess good teams find a way to get hot at the right time. I guess that's your take.
Jaden Reed's a dog. I like Jaden Reed. I like Jordan Love. But they did. I mean, Bakhtiari hasn't been there playing in forever. But like they lost offensive linemen. They really didn't add anything weapons wise except for Josh Jacobs, which is kind of like 1A 1B with Aaron Jones in my opinion. So like, what the hell? Whatever. But and he's not even sniffing my list. To make that clear, Jordan Love will not even be close to this list. He's not even honorable mention. Like he's good, but like relax. My 7 is Aaron Rodgers.
Oh fuck! I forgot about A-Rod. Forgot about Aaron Rodgers.
I like Aaron Rodgers. I mean, Aaron Rodgers is still Aaron Rodgers. We'll see how he plays. This could be a terrible take.
Sorry, Trevor.
Very good or very bad.
He's off the list.
He's 7 for me.
Actually, hang on.
Are you whipping out Rodgers for Trey-Law?
I got to move my list here. Dak's going to 9. All right, Aaron Rodgers will be 7. That says Stroud.
7. I've started Aaron Rodgers 7.
I knew I was forgetting a quarterback. Son of a bitch.
So then he has Garrett Wilson, the best offensive line for the Jets have had in years. Probably we'll see.
In terms of just straight name value, yeah.
On paper, it should be better.
Well, Tyron Smith, he's a Hall of Fame tackle.
Should be.
Morgan Moses had a Pro Bowl year with the fucking Ravens, but last time he was on the Jets, he was absolutely god awful.
Talked about that.
Could be a system.
The interior there. Elijah Vera Tucker's good, but how long is he gonna play every game?
Who's the other guard? Is it Tomlinson?
No, he left. I think their center's Tippmann. And then I don't even know who's playing guard. It doesn't matter. There's some shitter probably.
It do not matter.
But still don't really have a good tight end. Mike Williams coming off an ACL tear. Garrett Wilson's good player, good player. Malachi Corley in the slot maybe. And then Breece Hall.
Yeah, Breece Hall, the best running back in the league.
We'll just have to see this Jets offense. And if Rodgers is still the same. He hasn't played good, and he didn't play good his last year in Green Bay, and then he tore his Achilles, and then he thought he was the fucking Incredible Hulk trying to return. And so, like, we'll see.
Just what a story, man, you know?
But purely off name value and accomplishments, I'm going to give him some. Because he did have 2 back-to-back MVPs before his last year.
Yeah, I kind of forgot about Rodgers. Sorry about that. Jets fans don't.
I have him at 7. You have Rodgers at 7?
Yeah. I just put him there. Yeah.
So who's your 6?
My 6 is Jalen Hurts.
I have Herbo.
Herbo's 5.
I have Herbo. I like Herbert. He's a very talented quarterback.
He really is.
Who we thrown to? We'll figure that out. Lad McConkey?
I've seen a lot of shit about Quentin Johnson, how he's still sucking ass. He's still ass.
Christ.
He's still ass.
And they don't really have a running game. Who's running the football over there? Josh Kelly?
Gus Bus.
And
J.K. Dobbins.
Yeah. They really just took the Ravens' backfield.
Well, then J.K. Dobbins, he's had like 2 major injuries already to start his career.
He was solid last year before he got hurt, too. I had him in fantasy. Got hurt really early, but like the first couple weeks, he was average fantasy value. We'll see how their team looks. Their offensive line's good. They have Sean Slater. They just drafted
Joe
Alt. And we'll see, you know.
Weapons
and
they did sign Hayden Hurst.
Jim Harbaugh's a running guy. I don't know how much he's going to unlock Herbert's abilities, but
Who drafted Blake Horn?
the Rams.
Oh. I was about to
And
say,
he's not going to play. Garrett Williams over there. But we'll see what's going on here with that too. But Herbert's there purely off of what we've seen and his talent, and he's the only person I've seen other than like Mahomes, who has been in a sack and from the football 65 yards. So I don't really know what else you can ask for him. We'll see what they do. They got a lot of young receivers. Maybe someone's due to break out.
Yeah.
Someone has to.
Someone,
or they'll
yeah,
be dog
exactly.
shit. Has to or they're dog shit.
He's
really.
kind of honestly getting towards now underrated, Herbert,
Yes.
because the past 2 years, especially the playoff choke, like that.
Playoff choke was not his fault.
No, I'm not saying it was Herbert's fault.
I know, but like it's
But
just such a it's like a Tatum effect. Like
Yeah.
it's not his fault, dude. Like, come on, what are we doing? He played well in that game, and then just couldn't defense couldn't get to stop. And
Yeah.
the refs were bad in that game too. I want to say.
And honestly, like the play calling in that second half was just so conservative.
Yeah.
It was run, pass, run, pass.
And then they didn't fire him after that either. And they let him run it back.
He gave some sob story, like
Brandon Staley didn't
he was
get fired.
fucking, he was like crying on the stand or whatever. You're
Fuck
fucking
him.
unemployed,
Fuck
bitch.
him. Unemployed. Should have got fired then.
They waited
I guess
till
they're
they
waiting
got-
for Harbaugh.
They fucking they went to they got ass blasted by the fucking Raiders.
Dude, it's so bad. It's so bad.
Herbert didn't play in that game. It was fucking Easton Stick.
So I mean, they were terrible last year. We'll see what they do. We'll see what the weapons are looking like. I don't know if Herbert
Maybe Jim makes it.
Herbert probably will be even more underrated after this season, to be honest. So, but I have Herbert at 6. Your 5 is
Herbert.
my 5 is Matthew Stafford.
Stafford didn't make my list.
I love Matthew Stafford. I think Puka Nacua is overrated, and I think he makes Puka Nacua good. Like, come on, Puka's good. He has good hands. Matthew Stafford is a fucking wizard with football.
He's a wizard.
He's a fucking wizard. And the offensive line over there is not great either.
It's definitely since the Super Bowl. It's because Whitworth retired.
No one on the planet expected that Rams team to make playoffs. They were like he was like a 73 in Madden.
Yeah, it was
Crazy.
It was pretty bad.
Are you fucking kidding me?
I want to say he might have been lower.
Madden, come on, dude.
We
How
went
the
over
fuck
Madden's
you do that?
ratings, and
That was honestly, I thought it was a joke. I was like, someone fucked up.
he had normal dev.
He's closer to 93 than 73. Like, I love Stafford, and I think last year he proved some haters wrong.
He really did.
We'll see how their team plays. Still don't think they have enough to make any noise, but they could be
Yeah.
a playoff spot in the NFC.
I mean, they did improve the O-line a little bit. They did sign Jenna Jackson from Detroit, but I mean, I guess Puka's going his second year. Kyron, they're only going to get better.
Yeah.
I guess that's the only take.
They improved their defense a little bit with like small names too. I want to say like guys
Yeah,
that were
but nothing
sleeper
like
picks.
major.
And I don't think they had the first round draft pick, did they either?
No.
Yeah, so
Fuck them picks.
We'll see.
Don't get me wrong, works in their favor, but
They're in a hot spot, LA. Maybe they'll get somebody to come over.
true.
But I love Stafford. He's my fifth best quarterback in the league. That's how much I love him. That's how much he didn't compete with the Lions too in that playoff game.
He had to put him on his back
He competed with the Lions
for
and
many years.
He got 5.
Justin Herbert.
Oh yeah, you said that. Who's your fur?
Lamar Jackson.
I can't stand you. I really can't. Why?
Don't get me wrong. Lamar Jackson is the best rushing QB ever. But I think his actually is fucking Jeezel Pete. Sometimes it's a little off, brother. Don't be wrong. He's a 2-time MVP. In terms of all time, yes, he's second in the league. No, third behind Rodgers and Mahomes. Or Mahomes and Rodgers. But today, the AFC Championship game, brother, didn't play his best. I know the Zay Flowers fumble doesn't help.
Really did.
And he's been a
On the
little injury
1
prone
yard line.
himself. I know it's a little hypocritical because, Bengals. But,
I have Josh Allen at 4.
okay, Josh Allen's
I think he's going to take a big step back this year. I don't think that's. I mean, it's a kind of a hot take, but not really. Like, I think he could be towards the bottom of the top 10.
Being more fair, I did have Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson.
We'll see.
3 or 4.
We'll see where Josh Allen is at the end of this year.
I was really debating it.
Before he got weapons, he was pretty bad. So now with
What was his rookie year?
But even in year 2, he was like, oh. Well, and I'm not a big fan of Sean McDermott, but he's gonna make most of his plays are gonna be on his feet, I think, and we'll just see how long he lasts before he gets fucking hit a couple times.
Let's hope his decision making gets a little better. Because sometimes he'll just chuck that thing up in triple coverage. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, I mean,
he's
they're
won the Bills
pretty
some
bad.
games. He's also lost the Bills some games.
Yeah, see, he
Week
was
1 of last year.
the
the
Vikings
fact-
game.
Yeah.
That was his fault.
The Jay Jefferson catch one?
That
Yep.
was his fault.
They were up, 17? It was
Yeah.
27-10? Against Week 1, Rodgers tears his Achilles, first drive, you guys should have blown them the fuck out.
How do you
that.
lose? I really don't know how to use it. Didn't they lose the Dolphins too? Like blew the Dolphins? I want to say they blew the Dolphins as well. Like the dude's just like he's the fucking Rob Gronkowski of quarterbacks. Like
I know like a lot of QBs
he's
have like
a frat
cost
boy
their team
almost.
some games, like every quarterback is.
Yeah.
But he does it more than any superstar quarterback. And I know there's like a stat he has the most like 40 touchdown seasons like in a row or whatever.
They've had no running back there for 4 years.
That's what I'm
What are we
saying.
doing?
So like I
They've had
guess
no running game.
like
for
we're
about
not saying he's a
5
bad
years.
quarterback. It's
He's
just
fourth best quarterback in the league.
the decision making is just fuck.
He's
It's
just the
it
reason,
might be the worst upon superstar quarterbacks.
I genuinely think it's my top 3, and then there's a tier down, and it's Josh Allen. To be honest, actually, I think it's the top.
You Bills
1.
fans that think Burrow is not better now, I'm sorry.
I think there's a 1 tier down, 2 tier down, 3.
The only
But
Josh
then-
Allen does better than Burrow. He can run the football better, and he can throw the ball 100 yards.
Yeah,
Good
like,
for
he's
Josh
a,
Allen.
he's a
Do you need your
fucking-
quarterback to throw that far, though?
He's a poster boy. I think he's not really. I don't know.
And he's on a Madden cover. Fuck.
But like, I have Josh. Who's your 4? Josh Allen.
Said Lamar.
Oh yeah,
Lamar, Josh Allen, flip flop, either one.
You're an asshole. My 3 is your boy,
I know.
Joe Burrow,
God.
and not because he's a bad player. You just know how I feel about Lamar. Big fan of Lamar. I think there is an injury issue. I don't want to be that guy, but there is. There has to be at this point. Like the calf, the hand, the ACL. The offensive line looks to be on has a better path this year, but you never know what that fucking honestly with your Bengals, like what the offensive line is going to look like. And I do have to give him some. I have to hate a little because he's had just fucking the connection with Jamar. The guy's had great weapons since he's been in the league, except for his rookie year.
We drafted well. He played good his rookie year, too. I actually just
And-
recently just dabbled in some highlights there. Played great.
He's the 3rd best quarterback in the league, but I think in terms of the top 2 have done very well and won awards with little to no weapons.
The thing is with Lamar, though, he has those rushing stats, too.
But that's
Burrow's not
like
going to match those
saying-
rushing stats.
He obviously, but that's like Lamar's not going to match those passing stats. Like, and I know the Ravens don't have success. The Bengals went to the Super Bowl.
Should have fucking won that.
You could argue they should have won.
I'm actually wearing the Super Bowl
I
patch.
don't think they should have won.
Reminds me every day. Well, we
They
could have
wore
won.
gifts and a free touchdown Super Bowl fact. But they're 3rd. They're 3rd.
Wasn't called.
And they've proven to be able to compete with the Chiefs. So,
Hey.
and I mean Lamar.
I'll get second. Here
The
in a second.
Chiefs game was competitive last year. The Ravens too. It was a competitive game.
It was.
And a touchdown
It was
from
17-10.
Zay Flowers fumbling on the 1-yard line doesn't help.
Yeah, the Ravens at the 1 yard line. It's not their specialty. Tyler Huntley, punch that fucker out.
But I don't think Burrow's bad. I think Lamar's.
I still can't believe he actually did that.
I don't know. How.
Tyler Huntley, he was at the 3 fucking yard line trying to QB sneak, trying to reach it over.
I don't know.
You're a dumbass. That's why you're back up.
It was weird. It was weird for sure. But I just think Lamar's got 2 MVPs. That's got to matter to some point. It has to matter to some point, and he's only 26, 27. He's young.
You get drafted 18.
He's a young player. He's maybe 27, 28.
He's probably 27, 28. Because Mahomes is 20.
And I'm a big fan.
8?
I've always loved Lamar.
Burrow's 27. Fuck.
And he's not obviously the passer of Burrow, but he still has his moments where he's dotting up motherfuckers.
Yeah. Sure does.
I have him at 2 and Burrow 3, and we all know number 1.
My boy, number 2.
I don't hate it. I wouldn't if I was a fan. I'd probably have him 2 also. He was my
The thing
team.
is, the take is, yeah, he's had better weapons, but what makes up for that is Lamar's had a top 5 defense damn near his whole career, especially last year. They were the number 1 defense.
Yeah.
I think maybe besides the Cowboys. He's had a way better O-line, and I know him scrambling obviously has to do with that.
True.
Burrow's had a fucking horrific offensive line damn near his whole career. And, sure he has weapons, but he doesn't have much time for those weapons.
I don't disagree. It's really
And
it's hard. Really.
He's the only QB that is still in the league today that's beating Patrick Mahomes. Head-to-head. In the playoffs. Nobody else can say that other than Tom Brady,
That's true. So far, I mean, they're all very young,
which honestly speaks more to Patrick Mahomes instead of Joe Burrow.
and we can just go there next.
And one's Mahomes.
I'm saying it now. Patrick Mahomes is the greatest quarterback to ever step on a football field.
I'll say it too.
He's the best quarterback I've ever seen play football.
As much it pains me to say.
Tom Brady is great. He can't do half the things that Mahomes can do with a football.
Yeah, as a LeBron fan, it kind of be hypocritical for me to not say
He's 3 Super Bowls deep at this point.
Yeah, he's 3
He
rings.
has 3. He could 3-peat. In the NFL, 3-peating is crazy. We'll see. I'm not going to jinx
Has
anything.
it ever been done?
I don't know. It's been a minute if it has. And last year it was the last 2 years he's been throwing to fucking salesmen and winning Super Bowls. Honestly, nuts. MVS, where's he at? Shouldn't have been rostered, and he was making plays in the playoffs. And he's had Kelsey, don't deny, and he's had good offensive lines. And surprisingly,
and the Chiefs' defense took a
their defense,
really big step last year.
They've drafted well defensively with Snead,
They really
with Duffy.
Those aren't even like first round picks
They're
either.
not. They're
Those
just
are
like dubs.
second,
They're
third.
drafting well, and honestly, since Alex Smith, they've always had like scoring defenses. I remember having them in fantasy, and they get like 40 points a game, just scoring touchdowns, or kick returns, and all that. And it's just, it's not disrespectful. I don't want to say it's disrespectful to say Tom Brady's number 2, because it could be. He has 7 Super Bowls. Best defenses of all time over there in New England. In Tampa Bay, you could argue that they had the best defense in the league that year, and Mahomes had literally no time to throw that entire Super Bowl game.
Yeah.
It was one of the worst blocking performances I've ever seen in my life. And just that Super Bowl alone, some of the throws Mahomes made that Super Bowl were fucking crazy. I've never seen that. And that's why you can't be better than somebody if he's what is he, 28?
Yeah.
And he has 3 Super Bowls, multiple MVPs.
I think 2.
2 MVPs,
Yeah,
3
2.
Super Bowls. He's on pace to not just break records, shatter, not even close, these records. I mean, I don't know what to say anymore. It's a great cat. I don't think it's hot take. Maybe he's the best, but ever. But he's not a hot take.
We gotta play him every year.
It's not a hot take that he's number 2 in ever. I don't think
he's definitely at least number 2.
I don't know if
who else would be better than him other than Brady.
Peyton,
No.
fucking Montana. No,
Peyton got fucking embarrassed in Super Bowl.
I don't know.
I know Mahomes did, but that was a bad Super Bowl.
Really, really fucking, really poor.
After fucking that Super Bowl, after Peyton arguably had the greatest season of a quarterback ever, probably did. He broke the touchdown record, broke the fucking passing yards record.
Denver.
And then you get fucking embarrassed in
They
Super
fell
Bowl.
into a dynasty. Seattle dynasty was just fucking.
Well, it was almost a dynasty.
Fumbled the first snap.
Oh, I don't think he fumbled. I think he went to go call an audience and fucking. Was it Manny Ramirez?
I think they went was it 50 ball?
It was 43-8.
And they beat the Panthers, and it was not Peyton's Super Bowl win. It was the defense's Super
That
Bowl.
whole year was not Peyton's fucking year.
I honestly don't know
I
how he got
want
there.
to see the stats.
I don't know how he got there. Like at some point, the
I think he had 9 touchdowns, 18 picks. I want to say. I don't say he.
Season?
I want to say he played that bad.
No. Surely not. That's crazy.
Because there's a whole joke how he got carried.
He did, but surely he didn't play that bad. How did they make it? Honestly, how the fuck did they make it to the Super Bowl? Who would they have beaten in the AFC? Brady? They beat Brady that year?
9 touchdowns to 17 interceptions.
How the fuck did they win the Super Bowl?
They did beat Brady. That was, I want to say it was 15-10. So a defensive masterclass.
They won the Super Bowl 15. What was it?
It was 24-10.
They fucking barely won the Super Bowl.
And one of those touchdowns was a fucking
defensive touchdown.
Yeah.
I don't know how the fuck they won that. That was a great defense. DeMarcus Ware, Von Miller.
Come here, Peyton.
Prime Von Miller. DeMarcus Ware's final year.
Akeem Talib, Chris Harris.
They had deep pull. Honestly, forgotten about. TJ Ward was a beast at safety too.
Yeah.
He had a really good season.
They have another decent safety. Maybe not that deep, but
that's 10 years ago, brother. Crazy. 10 years ago. But fuck.
That might be the biggest carry job in sports history.
I'm honestly thinking back, how the fuck did they win the Super Bowl? How? The Panthers lost one game that year. Remember who? Falcons beat the Panthers that year, fact.
What was it, 2013 or some shit?
I can't remember, but they were 15-0. going into that game, and we beat them.
I want to look at that. I want to see
Beat
if
that ass.
I want to see if I remember that actually. I think it was.
It wasn't. They weren't 15-0.
They were 14-0.
Yeah, it wasn't the last game of the season because the Panthers wouldn't have played their starters. But
2015 Panthers season.
we whooped that ass.
Okay, let's not do air thrust.
We whooped that ass. We're gonna head into some trivia.
Yeah, it was 20-13.
W's. Trivia. We're back. Trivia. We're playing connections again today. Let me start this screen record. We're doing NBA and NFL.
Yeah.
Shift Windows R. I see LeBron.
Goat. Oh,
All right.
just kidding. He's in that by himself.
So let's look at the connections.
All right.
I think I'm just gonna go top left to right. We got LeBron, Dwight. Is that OJ Mayo? I think it is.
And
Dame, Lance Stevenson, George Gervin, maybe.
I don't think it's George. I think that's
Curry, Vince, KG, Joel, Dirk, Ron Artest, Shaq, Jimmer, Lonzo, Giannis. Okay.
okay. Well, one thing that's actually no, never mind. That's not Standouts. Never mind. Looking for Lakers players. But then there's 5 of them.
There's a lot, yeah. Dirk, KG, good power forwards. Giannis, really good power forward.
Then the other power forward.
Are they counting this guy?
Could be.
Centers, we got Shaq, Joel, Dwight, and I don't know. Shaq, Joel, Dwight, Vince, Dame, Curry, Jimmer.
Oh, it's David Fredette.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dame, Curry, Jimmer. Are busts on here?
OJ Mayo.
OJ, Lonzo, Jimmer. Ah, fuck. I don't know, dude. Basketball's hard. NFL is easy, I feel like. Yeah, what the hell? Let me cook. We gotta cook here.
I was thinking centers. There's only fucking 3 of them.
And I don't know that guy in the middle, though. Is that George Gervin?
Wait, we can just do. Is it position based, maybe? Guards. 1, 2, 3, 4. He's Vince was a guard too. Fuck.
Oh, hold on. Let's look. LeBron didn't go to college. Dwight didn't go to college. KG didn't go to college.
Who else in college?
Is it Vince?
Wait, Giannis didn't go to college. He came straight from Greece.
True, but are they counting that?
I don't know.
Okay. Did OJ Mayo? OJ Mayo. I don't think he went to college.
Run it.
I want to run it. Fuck.
He fucking shit.
It felt like a deep pool. Shit. All right. Shaq.
Okay, let's think.
Dang it, dude. I thought it was a pull.
Okay, it can't be that one. Thinking Finals MVPs. There's 5 on the list.
Lonzo? Is it? I feel like it's busts. Lonzo, Jimmer, OJ.
When who'd be the other bust?
Who's the other bust? Lance? Is it like? I don't know.
Is it that guy? I don't know who that fucking
Lance
guy
Stevenson.
is.
I don't know who that is.
No.
It looks like George Gervin. No, it doesn't. It's not George Gervin. Want to get a hint?
Let's get a hint.
Let's go a hint for the easy. Just so we don't cheese. Most seasons in their career. Okay.
So who's played the longest?
LeBron, Vince. Is it KG? Shaq or Dirk? Who's the other one? Is it Shaq, KG?
KG. How long KG play? Dwight played some seasons too.
KG
He played from. Was Dwight 04, 05?
05.
Okay, so he played from 05 to 22.
And then KG, I think
17.
KG was 98 to like 16, 17.
So that has to be him.
And then
He retired.
He
retired in 15.
Shaq was 93 to 2010.
2011.
11? That's 18.
Fuck. Okay.
It's tight. It's tight.
It's not that easy.
Not Lonzo, not Giannis, Jimmer, Yoel. It's got to be Shaq, KG, or
Dwight.
That's the only people it could be. Dwight was
05 to 22. Technically, he's still playing, I guess, but we're not counting Taiwan.
I want to make sure he was drafted. He might have been 04, 05 into that draft. 04. LeBron was he drafted?
I think he was drafted
LeBron?
04 because Chris Paul was 05.
I think he was drafted the 04, 05 season. So that would make it 20 seasons. No,
It'd be like 18,
18.
17,
Was he
18,
drafted?
I think.
And then Shaq is 93, I'm pretty sure. 93 to 2011, that's 18. Fucking bullshit. KG? Ah, fuck. Fuck it. Which one? KG played a minute, dude.
Let's do KG.
I can't remember how long, but I feel like he played a long time. Okay. Huge. 30% chance there.
Why did Warrior like that? Play the most seasons in their career? Why not just say played the longest?
And then we have
Guess who's left?
OJ Mayo can't play in the NBA anymore. Look at that. Just literally can't. Shaq, Giannis, Dwight, Embiid. Is it something like free throw attempts or something? Jimmer's a 3-point shooter. Curry is. Dame is. Fucking. What does Lonzo have to do with this? Injuries? UCLA?
Most of them
I
UCLA.
don't think
I was
he
about to say.
does. Curry, Jimmer, Dame, Lonzo, guards, point guards.
I don't hate that.
OJ's a point guard too, though. I feel like Dwight, Shaq, Embiid, and Giannis have something to do with each other. Could be like free throws or like
I don't hate just running that.
blocks. Could be something like that. Give us something.
Guys are like 7 foot.
Fuck. Fuck. This is hard. What is Lance Stevenson known for? Blowing on LeBron? That's literally it. That's literally it. He blew Braun, in fact.
You blew LeBron
Ron
James.
Artest is good at defense.
Shit.
This is fucking tough. What's the old dude got to do with it?
Oh no.
I don't know who that is. I genuinely don't.
I think I remember his name. He used to play for the Warriors.
It looks like a Warriors jersey.
Oh my gosh. It's not Nate Thurmond. Is it like Archibald or some shit?
Could be. Is it something to do with these three? Or these three? They are good 3-point shooters. Is there another 3-point shooter on here?
Not from what looks of it. Stevenson wasn't stroking like that. Lonzo, now he's not a bad 3-point shooter.
Fucking 3 years ago.
Hasn't played in a while.
Giannis,
Gosh damn it.
Giannis is an MVP. Shaq's an MVP. Joel's
Curry's an MVP.
Curry's an MVP.
I think just found it.
Aren't these guys with 3 MVPs in here?
Yeah, true.
So, like, would that even be a poll? Why does he keep doing that? Fucker. Fucking bullshit. This is
I don't hate another hint.
You want
We're
to go
fucking struggling.
deeper?
Let's go
Let's go
deeper.
hard. Players who rap. The fuck, dude? Come on. I don't know who raps.
Shaq did.
Shaq's a DJ. Did Dwight rap? Lance? OJ Mayo? What the fuck are we doing? Players who rap. Get the fuck out of here, dude.
Dude, Dwight seemed like
Are you shitting me?
Curry
Shaq's
did not
a
rap.
DJ. Is it Stevenson or OJ Mayo?
I don't know.
I bet it is. I bet it's one of them.
Steve, I don't know.
What else would Lance Stevenson be here for?
I'm not familiar with their games.
I'm submitting it. This is bullshit. It's not. This is so. One away. We were one away. Is it not?
So
Shaq?
it has to. No, Shaq's definitely for sure. So it has to be not Stevenson then.
Are you sure Shaq raps?
Yeah, he's fucking.
He's
like,
a DJ.
I guess that's technically rapping. He also has like an infamous rap about Kobe. Tell me how my ass tastes.
Is it OJ Mayo?
Maybe.
We lose if we don't get this. Curry doesn't rap and B doesn't rap. Does Artest rap? He would be one that could rap. He's a fucking weirdo.
He's
sometimes.
Meta World Peace now. I mean,
Like, he's got some weird shit going on. Dwight, could he have done some weird shit? This is a crazy.
I want to say
category.
Dwight seems like he like
I think
at
we gotta
least
get another
wrapped
hint.
at one
I think we should
point.
get another hint.
We got one hit left, brother.
Let's go medium.
We have
Let's
to.
go.
Oh, what the fuck?
Let's do this one. Highest true shooting percentage in 30-plus points per game season.
Okay.
Well, then who doesn't average 30 points per game in a season? These two have.
I know Joel definitely is on that list.
And
Giannis. Yeah.
And Shaq.
Has to be.
None of
Dwight
these guys-
never averaged 30.
No,
Dame.
it's gotta be Shaq.
Yeah.
These guys didn't average 30.
So then,
It's not.
what?
Wow.
Let's see the results.
Played in China. Players who rap was.
It was
Ron
Artest. Son of a bitch.
The old dude averaged 30 points per game.
Who the fuck is that?
I don't know, dude.
It's fucking my bad. Damn it was Artest. Son of a bitch.
I mean, that's such a terrible category.
Yeah.
Whatever. That's gay. That is crazy. There's a Hall of Fame board, too. You can play Hall of Fame, and there's fucking
Oh, hell
double
no.
the names. Like, nah. NFL luck connections. All right, let's have a better connections grid for NFL. Because this was a shit show.
Excuse me. I think the last one was pretty easy.
Where is it? Is it this right? It's La Connections. There you go. Text Brady. Okay.
I see kickers off the rip.
Control or shift window.
I see a shit ton of kickers. What the fuck? No.
What?
What happened? I saw a lot of kickers. Might not be kickers. I saw a shit ton of kickers. Oh, it changed on us. No, it didn't. Never mind. Just changed the positioning of them.
Why is there so many fucking kickers?
It's not kickers.
Can't be 10 kickers here. This is like all kickers. That's Brett Maher, Justin Tucker, Graham Gano, Hauschka,
Prater.
Folk, Vinatieri, Chad Ryland up here, Morton Anderson.
Chad Johnson. He made
Why
field goal.
in the fuck are there so many kickers? Is that what it is? Oh, I think it is.
What?
Out of position kickers. Chad Johnson, Dare Ogunbowale.
Oh, that's him? I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
That's a deep hole.
He kicked a field goal.
I do remember that. Who the fuck is the other two?
Wes Welker? He has to be. He's not a kicker. And then this guy?
Who is that big motherfucker? He's not a kicker.
He looks like a kicker.
That's a big dude. That's a big...
Wearing the 7'6", too.
He looks like he can fucking kick and then block for him. He can block for himself. Okay.
He's wearing the 7'6". This is going to be hard. Why the fuck is it kickers and rappers? Come on.
I at least said the last one's easy. This one's all fucking kickers. I thought it would be one of them. No, it's fucking the whole board.
Let's go. I think we should run this guy. He doesn't look like a kicker.
He looks like he's about to throw the ball.
27?
Wait, hold on. See that? I think, yeah, that's definitely him then. I think I remember he was the one that started the...
Okay, not a kicker, but it's kicked the ball through the uprights. Kobe it. Let's go. And then
Shit.
my next guess, is it Patriots kickers? Because we have him, and him.
I don't hate that.
That's kind of the vibe I'm getting. Kicked for the Patriots. Nice.
All
Good.
right.
Now we're down to these cats. Current day. We got 4 oldies and 4 newies.
Yeah.
It's just current day kickers.
The vibe I'm getting.
And we're ending with the old guys. Longest field goals of all time.
Wasn't it, but Brett Maher has that?
Yes.
What the fuck? So what's this one?
Kickers in the Hall of Fame. Why are we doing kickers?
Never mind, that was easy.
Why the fuck? That took 2 minutes. And then I have one more grid. Not grid. I have one more trivia, and it's: can you name the QBs since 2000 drafted in the first round of the NFL draft?
We can definitely do good from the probably the last 10 years.
Yeah, no, it's only gonna get
past.
It'll be like the ones that are scary, when Okay.
Is it from this draft class, like Caleb Williams and that, or it started from 23?
It's 2024. So Caleb's in there.
Oh, okay. Well, that's easy. That knocks out 6 right there.
Yeah.
Caleb, Jaden, Drake.
Doing practice mode.
Penix. Yep, 6.
Windows Shift R.
Alrighty.
Okay. New York Jets from Marshall. Chad Pennington.
Oh, it's from 2000? That we're starting? Okay.
Pennington. Falcons, Virginia Tech. Vic. Houston Texans, Fresno State. Is that
what year is this?
Other Carr brother, 2002.
David Carr.
Lions, Oregon. Third pick. Ooh. Is that Joey Harrington? It is. I have Joey Harrington figure in there. That's still. What did you know? Bengal in 2003.
Palmer.
Boy Carson. Redskin in 2002 out of Tulane. Pick 32. Uh-oh. That could be the worst one. I got nothing for that right now.
I don't either.
Jaguar from Marshall. Is that
Since when the fuck did Marshall have all these studs at quarterback?
I don't know, dude. Fucking Raven from Cal. 2003. Who was the one that won the Super Bowl with? The shitter, terrible quarterback.
Fuck, what's his name?
I can't. Fuck. Dude, I got it. I know it. I can't. It's not coming to me. Bear from Florida.
It's the same year?
2003.
We're struggling.
Who the hell did the Bears draft in the first round?
Oh.
All right. San Diego Chargers from Ole Miss. Is that Eli Manning? They're doing a switcheroonie.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Rivers.
Big Ben.
And then Roethlisberger.
Yeah, that one's hard to spell.
Roethlisberger. Bills from Tulane.
Fucking Tulane and Marshall.
2004.
Early 2000s, Tulane and Marshall had themselves some demons at quarterback.
Utah is Alex Smith.
Yep.
Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers.
Redskins from Auburn. 2005. Bust. A bust from Auburn. Titans, 2006 from Texas. Vince Young.
Yep.
Arizona Cardinal, USC. Leinert. How the fuck do you spell Leinert?
Matt Leinart?
Yep. Leinert.
Leinart.
And ART. Bronco from Vanderbilt. 2006.
What year would this be? 2006?
Vanderbilt Bronco.
Is that? No, that can't be him.
Who?
I was thinking Jay Cutler, but no way.
First round pick. 2007, DeMarcus Russell.
LSU.
Cleveland Brown, 2007, 22nd. Is
Would
that
that
Couch or something? One of the bad ones?
No. That wasn't Tim. No, that was not him. Couch was like the
Falcon
second pick.
Matt Ryan.
Oh, was it? They fucking drafted a shit ton of quarterbacks that just didn't amount to shit.
Whedon's on the list. There's going to be fucking 30 Browns on here.
They're making them half the list.
Notre Dame. Oh, is it Brady Quinn? Yeah.
That's it.
Denver Bronco from Vanderbilt. Still no there. And then Delaware, that's Raven, Flacco.
That's Joe.
Lion from Georgia,
Stafford.
Jet USC, Sanchez.
Marky Mark.
Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch. Go back to the top. We have Tampa Bay Buccaneer from Kansas State. Is that?
What year is this?
2009. Josh Freeman? He's a first-round pick. Wow.
Shit pick.
Oklahoma Rams.
That's gotta.
Sam
Oh,
Bradford.
yep.
Sam Bradford.
He won Rookie of the Year.
Florida Bronco. Tebow.
Oh, yep.
And then Carolina Panther.
Cam.
And we're just going to get easier from here on out, I think.
Cam.
Newton, Titan is.
This from still 11?
It says 11.
Is this
Am I blinking?
Jake Locke?
Yeah. Maybe? Yeah. Jaguar from Missouri. Is that
Blaine?
Gabert. Viking, Florida State.
Is Teddy? No. Did he go to Florida State?
He went to Louisville.
Oh, that's not him.
But he might be on the list.
He definitely is. But,
yeah.
Wait.
Florida State.
Viking that went to Florida State. This is 2011?
12th pick in 2011. Same draft class as Cam.
Must not have been fucking good.
Viking. Ooh. Christian Ponder?
Oh!
Deep. I love that. Andrew Luck. RG3. Can I type that in? I can. Cool. RG3.
Oh, I allowed it?
Yeah. Miami Dolphin, Texas A&M 2012.
Tano.
He was drafted first round?
He went to Texas A&M.
He was drafted 8th overall?
What?
That's crazy.
Bust!
I did not know that.
I didn't even know it was the first round draft.
Florida State Bill.
EJ Manuel?
Yeah,
yep.
Manuel.
He was a first round pick?
16th.
Son of
Third
a
overall pick.
Bitch.
Fucking Blake Bortles.
Ah! Oh, Blakey.
Cleveland Brown at A&M.
Johnny.
Johnny football.
You sucked ass. You sucked ass.
Buccaneer from Florida State.
Jameis.
And
Mariota.
Goff.
Wentz. Was there a third one in that 16 or no?
Yeah. Bronco from Memphis.
Paxton Lynch.
Yeah. And then we got Mitch Trubisky.
Old Mitchell. Mahomes.
Watson.
Deshaun Watson.
Is that Mayfield?
Yeah, Mayfield's first overall.
Darnold.
Oh, this is Josh Rosen, Lamar.
And then we got up here, Allen was next, Rosen, Lamar. Cardinal from Oklahoma is going to be Kyler. This is going to be easy. We really got to, once we go back, that's when we have to dig deep. Danny Dimes.
Tatum was a 6th overall pick, crazy.
Haskins.
Rest in peace, brother.
Your boy.
Joey B. That's a great draft class. Oh, yeah.
Nailed it.
Nice. Herbert.
Love.
Love.
Jordan Love.
Not Hurts. 2nd round pick.
Lawrence. Wilson. Zach Wilson. Trey Lance. We talked about it. Feels terrible.
Rip.
Bear, Ohio State, 2021.
Fields. Mac Attack.
Mac Jones. Pittsburgh Steeler, 2022 out of Pitt.
Kenny, you suck ass Pickett.
Texan, Ohio State is Stroud. We got past Bryce Young already. I'm going to put someone else's name in. Vince Young.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Colts, Florida, Richardson.
AR-15.
USC Bear is Caleb Williams.
Jaden Daniels. Drake May.
Penix.
McCarthy.
And Nix. Wow. All right. Kind of calls mother.
Call mother. Where
we left off, let me start recording again.
Was the Jaguar in 05? No, 03.
We have Redskin from Tulane in 02. Jaguar from Marshall in 03.
Good for Tulane and Marshall.
Raven from Cal in 03. 2003 draft class, honestly, is a fucking disaster for us. All we got is Palmer. Who's taking after? Was it like Leftwich? The Jags?
Byron Leftwich?
Dude, the Jags had one of those guys, I think, right? We run just some names.
I'm honestly blanking. I don't think I'm gonna be able to figure it out.
Bear from Florida in 2003. Who was that fucking Bears team that was like? There was just one quarterback who was good, but like he was like he had like almost like a Burrow year, one really good year, but like he went like no one was talking about him. Can't remember the name. Tulane Bill in 2004. Like,
Wait, Rex Grossman?
could he have went?
Is that a deep?
Yeah. Rex Grossman to the Bears in Florida. Raven, Baltimore at a Cal.
I could be here all day.
I'll be here all day. Jacksonville Jaguar from Marshall. I
could also
be
here all day.
One Marshall player, Randy Moss.
Oh, yeah.
Chad Pennington, I guess. Who the fuck was throwing them from Marshall?
Maybe that's why they're good. They fucking.
That's why Pennington got drafted. He's throwing fucking Randy Moss. Bills, Tulane, 22nd pick, 2004.
I'm gonna sit down just to throw in the towel. We're not gonna fucking figure it out.
Let's just go to the earliest one we forgot. Vanderbilt Bronco. Let's just run Orton. No.
You know, 69-75. I'm not surprised.
Redskin from Auburn. Nothing. Bronco Vanderbilt. Come on. No, I got nothing. I'm throwing it. I'm throwing it in. Where is it? Where's the towel button? Give up.
Where's the towel button? Who was it?
Patrick Ramsey from Tulane.
You did.
I fucking said that. I said that. We got 70 out of 75. I just typed it in wrong.
Oh.
I had WITCH.
Oh, damn.
Kyle Bowler sounds right. Yeah.
I don't know.
JP Lossman, no
Jason
idea.
Campbell.
Jay Cutler.
What?
Yeah. It's the Broncos.
71-75. I said
71.
that. What the fuck?
Jason Campbell. I thought he went to Ohio State. I get him and Terrell Pryor mixed up all the time.
We got 71-75.
71 to 75.
No way. I said
It's a
that.
very good percentage score. But that'll do it. That'll wrap up episode 7.
Successful episode.
Another successful episode. Like we said, NBA is going to probably start taking a back seat to NFL because NFL is right on the corner. Madden's about to come out. College football's out.
Currently rebuilding the Northern Illinois Huskies.
You can't see it, but the TV right there is rebuilding the team builder Chicago Tech Aces. Looking forward to that. In terms of NBA, season starts. It's actually not too far away. It's October.
Yeah, it starts in late October, early November.
So like, majority will be lists and any news that comes out or the remaining free agents.
Or just keep Glazner, Glorious King, you know.
And that'll never stop. The LeBron Glazer always happen. But mostly NFL because that's coming around the corner. We can honestly go through. Pay attention to the TikToks coming out daily, not daily, 3 times a week before each episode. That's where we're behind right now because episodes or whatever. But there should be coming out soon. Should be catching up with TikToks, and then both of us are going to start posting more TikTok on our solos.
Yep.
The next, probably not the next podcast. Episode 9 and 10 will probably be on Zoom.
You mean 8 and 9?
Well, 8 we'll film Wednesday.
Oh, yeah.
So 9 and 10, maybe 11, depending on what happens with the room change. Could be Zoom, and then we'll figure it out from there for you guys. But LeBron's the best ever, Olympic champion, MVP. Look at him. I mean, God, he's good. AD's the best center in the league. If you have a problem with that, I just go fuck yourself. And the Falcons are going to the Super Bowl. Anything else?
Bengals win the Super Bowl.
That'll do it. Episode 7 in the books.